Call on Ms. Stefanik from New York for your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to direct my questions to Ms. Kyle Koppelman regarding the concerning rise of anti-Semitism in certain union organizations in New York State. Give me one moment here. Last week, a group of Jewish educators rallied outside their union headquarters in New York City. The members of the UFT, an affiliate of NYSIT, AFT, and the NEA, were rightfully upset that the union called an emergency meeting to vote to endorse candidate Zohran Mamdani. They felt Mr. Mamdani's support of the term, quote, globalize the intifada is anti-Semitic and anti-Zionist, correctly. While the educators were at the rally, AFT President Randy Weingartner was at a rally right down the street with Mr. Mamdani. Considering the union members' opposition and the recent rise of national anti-Semitism, are unions required to make political endorsements?
No, unions are not required to make political endorsements, and it's inappropriate for them to do so.
And Mr. Glenn Taubman, I wanted to ask your response to that.
No, they're not required to, and in the current world that we live in, it's divisive and hateful to support Hamas and communist anti-Semites like Mr. Mamdani.
Is there any mechanism today for Jewish teachers to opt out of paying dues to unions that support anti-Semitic causes? And if not, how is that remotely constitutional, Mr. Taubman?
So for public sector employees like the New York City teachers, they're covered by the Janus ruling, which says you have a right as a matter of free speech and association to not pay the union. But for private sector employees, if they're not in a right to work state, they can be forced to pay or be fired. And it would be nice to apply Janus to the private sector where private people's constitutional rights could also be protected.
Do you believe that unions like the NEA and AFT are functioning as ideological enforcement arms rather than neutral labor advocates, especially in their treatment of pro-Israel educators?
So I've been at this for 43 years. When I started, I used to say unions were representatives who did politics on the side. Now they are political powerhouse parties that do a little collective bargaining on the side. And that's what the NEA and the AFT and unions like that are all about. It's all about power and money to them. And the collective bargaining is a secondary thing to their political power and their money.
Thank you. I yield back.